quick turnaround. Oh, we have a visitor today and she would like to say something too. Maybe? Good joke. We're gonna have to go try and find a wrench that fits. Everyone has fears, okay? To update you, we are currently living and sleeping and existing mainly in the living room because we still haven't finished the bedroom flooring, and that is because we have found out that there is actually more leaks than we originally thought, which means that we need to fix them first before we put new flooring down, because otherwise we're just going to ruin perfectly new good flooring, which obviously is not really something that I want, nor is in my budget. So for now we shifted focus and we are living here. Basically, where things are sitting right now, apart from the cupboard that you saw me move this morning, is sort of where everything got placed when we moved in, just because, like I said, it was very quick turnaround. Oh, we have a visitor today and she would like to say something too. Do you gotta say something to the camera? You gotta talk? Anyway, so for now, I'm sure you saw the clip of us carrying out these wardrobes. We have for now set that up here just so that we have somewhere to put our clothes, because the bedroom, like I said, not finished, no flooring, and we don't want to have to move it twice. What is with that? You want to be part of the vlog, huh? So for now, what we're going to do is we are staying here, and I'm just going to focus on organizing this little bookcase that was in our living room previously. The drawers are actually great storage, and at the moment a lot of things are kind of just floating around, which is making me feel really claustrophobic. I'm usually not afraid of small spaces at all. I actually quite like them, but if they're really cluttered, it's really easy to get stressed by them. My goal is to try and find a home for everything, and you may have noticed that Riley is not with us this week. That is because he is currently on a well-deserved holiday, particularly all the male side of the family. They go once a year together and do like a big fishing trip and everything, and they have lots of fun. They go away for a week, and he works so hard, so like I said, very well deserved. So that means this week we're doing some solo living diaries for a week, which is fun. And yeah, I'm gonna try and see if I can get some stuff done so that when he comes home, it's a lot less overwhelming and messy, and he's not just coming back to like a big old project, because let's face it, our one project turned into so many already. And then hopefully when he comes back, things will be a little bit less chaotic, so he doesn't have to come back into like a completely half-done, chaotic, project-filled house, but a slightly less chaotic, half-project-filled house. That's the goal. Let's see if I can make it happen. Quick switch of angles because the camera died. gonna say goes like this, okay? Ta-da! Did it. Alright, let's bring it on down. Good morning. Are you comfy there? Are you comfy there, Buggy? Are you comfy? Yeah. Good morning. morning, everyone. It is so cold this morning. I don't know about you, but I struggle so hard to be productive in terms of going outside or whatever if it's really cold. And also the heater we have in here at the moment, I can't use because our wardrobe where it's sitting temporarily is actually blocking it, and I just don't think having hot air blowing straight into the back of a wardrobe constantly is a good idea. But I think we still have our little oil space heater, so I'm gonna go find that, set it up so that this place warms up a little bit, so that hopefully I feel like I can move around better. But we have a couple other tasks to do anyway in the meantime, so we'll see how many we can tick off, hopefully everything. And hopefully I can get a little bit more order in this place. I also really want to find my cat's water fountains power supply thing, because somewhere in the move it has gotten lost. I'm sure it's somewhere. It's just going to be a matter of finding it. So we're going to try and do that because I've noticed she drinks a little bit less water when she doesn't have her little fountain because I spoil her. And I think if I can get this house warm enough, we may or may not even try disconnecting and ripping out the gas stove today. But again, depends on how much I can get done, how warm I can get it in here. And also I haven't actually had a look yet to see what the connections are like. So it also depends on if I have the right tools to do that today. Otherwise, yeah, I'll just have to go and get them at some point, or potentially dig through my stepdad's supplies to see if he has them. So wish me luck. Let's see how I go. And let's go find this heater. Welcome to the space that is our shed. So whenever I talk about needing to find things and when I talk about how chaotic the move was, this is the result. Everything is in weird spots everywhere. We kind of had to just like put everything undercover as quickly as possible so it wouldn't get as wet. I've been prioritizing the house inside, so I haven't really had a chance yet to come in here and tidy this up and kind of organize it, but it is what it is. Essentially this shed we're hoping to convert eventually into a like entertainment area / living area that's separate from our little house, just because our house is not really big enough to have more than like say 2 people over at a time without it feeling too crowded. So this will be a future reno thing, not anytime soon because we want to fix up the house first. But this is definitely something that will happen at some point, and I think part of my goals this week or next week at some stage, I'm hoping to come in here and just like really tidy it up, organize it so it makes sense, so that stuff isn't just everywhere as it is now, but more like, you know, categorize, organize, and then also potentially bring some other small furniture pieces into the main house now that I've tidied it up enough to have space for them, because now we finally have no boxes left. So that means that I can actually start to use the space properly instead of having to constantly look through boxes. Let's see if we can find the cat fountain power thingamajig and the heater, and that will be all we get today, and the rest can be a later problem. For now, we gotta do one thing at a time. Alright, I don't think they're in here anywhere. The plug, I mean. I found the heater, I found power boards that I actually need for our freezer, and I've also found just like some other small bits and pieces that I was looking for. So I'm gonna load that up, we're gonna take it with, and then I have one more place I can think to check for this water fountain thing. So we just hope it's there, and if I can't find it there, then I'm giving up on it for now, and I'm gonna look again later when I'm organizing all of this anyway. I'm gonna try plugging the heater in here, because I don't really want to have it running off an extension if I can help it. Let's see if this thing works. Fortunately, it doesn't have a very long cord. Ooh. Light is on. Let's try doing a low heat. Alright, the heater is on, so while we're waiting, let's see if I can figure out the stove situation. I see lines down there.
very sharp and it was so stuck. Welcome to the underneath of my gas stove. First things first, we are obviously going to be unplugging this. Now let's see, how do they attach this? Who does that? Okay. I wish I could show you this properly, but the way that this is done, I have never taken a gas stove out, but surely this is not the way. Like, there is these brackets that are supposedly holding it still, but they're like bent severely. I can't believe it's taken me about an hour to take out kitchen drawers, which should be so simple and straightforward. I think the gas itself was installed by not a professional, and before anyone's worried I'm going to blow myself up, the gas has been disconnected for probably about a week now, and we've been letting the residual gas escape the lines for that time, which is why I haven't done this sooner. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit terrified to take that off myself, so I might remove this last screw, let it sit loose,
Maybe see if there's any silicone that is still there up above, which I highly doubt. I'm just really not down to mess with gas that potentially is very dodgy. We'll focus on what we can do, which is take it off, like take off the last screw, clean out the drawer and potentially the tracks, and then just go from there. I'm scared. I have now successfully psyched myself out, so I'm gonna go check and make sure that there's definitely nothing else that's actually connected to that thing before I mess with it, because I don't know, man. It doesn't feel like the kind of day. It is Monday. That being said, it's not that bad of a Monday that I feel like I need to blow myself up. Okay, we're back. I confirmed it should be safe to take this thing out now, and I was just told, you know, you'll be able to smell the gas if there's any residual gas in there, and you'll be able to hear it. So if that's the case, then I will just need to open the windows, and obviously no open flames anytime soon. But yeah, I'm terrified. I'm so scared. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I didn't grow up with gas stoves. I've only ever heard the horror stories, so I am just so afraid of gas for no reason. Like, it's great. If you want to live off grid, perfect. I totally see the benefits, but I'm even afraid of a little tiny camping butane cooker, so don't take me as your reference for how or why you should use these or not use these, because I will just tell you that I'm afraid I'm going to blow things up, or myself, or both. My wrench is not big enough. Is it big enough for up here? No, it isn't. Is it big enough for up here? Yes, it is, but it looks like it was siliconed in. Alright, let's see if I got a different wrench. Maybe? Good joke. We're gonna have to go try and find a wrench that fits. I gotta say, I'm kinda glad. Kinda glad about this little side trip. Just saying. I'm sure I'll do it and I'll be like, what was I scared of? But everyone has fears, okay? Especially as a woman, because you're always told, oh, that's a man's job. But not here, not at Ordinary Kind. We are ordinary and kind. So be kind. Please. Oh yeah. I need to focus. Where are all the wrenches? Why are they all hiding in from me? I found a wrench set, or a spanner set, or whatever you want to call it. So hopefully one of these fits. So if I'm about to blow up, Sam, just know it wasn't intentional. This is the bigger size and it doesn't fit, at least not in the one down here. Guess we have to see if we have other ones. Well, no luck on the wrench, but I did finally find the cat fountain plug. Yay! Yay! Flowing water. Alright. Take 226 million. I have found another adjustable wrench that goes even bigger than the one in that set, and a vice grip worst case scenario, which I'm hoping would work, but let's try the wrench first. This was one of those projects where it's supposed to just take 2 seconds, and it has really just taken me all flippin' day. Oh my god, it fits. Doesn't smell like there's any residual gas, so that's good. Well, I'm glad that the scary part's finished now. Now we just gotta focus on seeing if it's silicone or glued down, and then removing said glue or silicone. And then I'll give this area a clean before I put everything back in. pretty tired after today with having to pull out all of these kitchen drawers and fight with them and whatnot. I did end up getting the gas stove out, so yeah, the new one unfortunately doesn't fit with the cutout as it is, so we'll need to expand that at some stage. But for now, I'm gonna leave it at that for today. I'm gonna make some dinner. I'm gonna make a little salmon rice bowl with some veggies, very simple, and then I'm gonna relax for the rest of the night. So we'll see what we get done tomorrow. You wanna see what we get done tomorrow? Yeah.